Many students understand how to list strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. But this is the only first half of SWOT analysis. A SWOT table on its own does not create success. What truly matters is what the business does with the SWOT results. I believe you understood SWOT analysis in my previous lesson, but today we are going to look at something different that will help you understand it perfectly. Turning SWOT analysis into strategy means using the information gathered to make real business decisions. This is done through a process known as matching and converting SWOT factors. This lesson focuses on helping us to understand how SWOT moves from analysis to action. In simple terms, this lesson answers one important question. Now that we know our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, what do we do next? SWOT analysis gives us two types of factors. As we already know, we have the internal factors, which talks about the strengths and weaknesses, meaning things that the business can control. And also we have the external factors, that is opportunities and threats, referring to things outside the business, as I have already explained that. Strategy is created when a business connects internal factors with external factors. This connection process is what we call matching. Once matched, the business then converts the SWOT factors into actions, decisions, and strategies. Without matching and converting, SWOT remains a theory, but with it, SWOT becomes a practical strategic tool. When matching internal and external factors, four main strategy combinations are formed. We have the first one, which is the SO strategies, which talks about strengths and opportunities, and also we have the WO strategies, which here we are referring to the weakness and opportunities. We have the ST strategies, that is the strength and threat, and also the last but not least, we have the WT strategies, which we are referring to the weakness and threat. Each combination answers a different strategic question. So after knowing all these, let's start with one after the other. And the first strategy that we're going to talk about is the SO strategy, using strength to exploit opportunities. The SO strategy focuses on matching strength with opportunities. This is the most positive and aggressive strategy because the business is strong internally and the environment is favorable externally. The question here is, how can we use what we are good at to take advantage of market opportunities? For instance, if a company has a strong brand reputation, here we are referring that to the strength, and there is a growing demand for online services, that is the opportunities, the strategy may be to extend into digital platforms. Because the opportunity lies in the online services, in fact, the company is utilizing its strength, which is the brand reputation, to match its current opportunities available. So, the SO strategies often involve expansion, market penetration, product development, growth, and also focused decisions. This strategy is common in growing and successful businesses. The next strategy is a WO strategy. This focuses on converting weaknesses into strength by using opportunities in the environment. The key question that pops up is, how can external opportunities help us fix our internal weaknesses? For instance, a business may lack skilled staff but have access to government training programs, which automatically becomes their opportunity. The strategy would be to train employees to improve performance. For better understanding, the government runs centers where workers can learn practical skills like welding, tailoring, ICT, catering, mechanics, and others through TVET. Also, we can talk about internship programs. Government helps train young people and place them in an organization. The WO strategies often involve capacity building, partnership, training and development, and also process improvement. This strategy helps businesses grow by fixing internal problems. We also have the ST strategy. Here we are talking about using strength to reduce or avoid threats. The ST strategies focuses on using strength to protect the business from internal and external threats. The key question here is, what are we good at and how can we use that to defend ourselves against something dangerous outside? So instead of panicking about threats, the business may say, we are strong in this area. Let us use the strength as a shield. Imagine rain is coming. Here the rain becomes a threat to you. You own a strong umbrella. This umbrella that you have probably automatically becomes the strength. You don't stop the rain, but rather you use your umbrella to protect yourself. That umbrella is your strength, and the rain here becomes your threat. To understand it better, let me cite this example. If competition is increasing, so here the competition becomes a threat, but the company has strong customer loyalty, the strategy may be to introduce loyalty programs or improve customer services. The ST strategies often involve defensive positioning, differentiation, risk management, and competitive strategies. In all, it helps businesses remain stable in difficult environments. The next one we have WT strategy. Here we are talking about minimizing weakness and avoiding threat. Lastly, the WT strategy is the most defensive and cautious approach. It focuses on reducing weaknesses and avoiding threats to prevent failure. The key question here that mostly pops up is, how can we reduce our weaknesses and avoid threats to survive? For example, if a business has poor financial control, which is the weakness, and faces economic instability, that is the threat, the strategy may be to cut costs or withdraw from risky markets. The weakness and threat strategies often involve retrenchment, cost reduction, downsizing, exit, or liquidation decisions. This strategy is common in struggling businesses. After this, we can now talk about why matching and converting SWOT is important for business, marketers, and also entrepreneurs. Matching and converting SWOT is important because strategy does not come from listing factors, but from connecting them. It helps businesses move from one analysis to action, make informed decisions, prioritize strategic options, reduce risk, and also improve performance. This process also helps prepare students to think strategically rather than memorizing definitions. Turning SWOT analysis into strategy teaches one key lesson: information alone is useless without action. Businesses that succeed are those that understand themselves, understand their environment, and respond strategically. SWOT analysis matching encourages critical thinking and decision making, which are essential skills in marketing and management. As this lesson comes to an end, we should understand that SWOT analysis is not complete until it leads to strategy. Listing strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats is only the beginning. But the true value comes from matching and converting those factors into clear strategic actions. Hi, I am Jay, and welcome to Jay's Marketing Consult. If you enjoyed this lesson, please kindly subscribe, like, share, and comment down below, and also stay tuned for the next lesson.